Welcome back to the channel. This is Fitness with Stu. I'm your host, Stuart, and please subscribe, comment, and like to the video and share. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. And it really it brings a lot of value, so let's get right into it. So today's video, I want to just talk about staying focused, right? Staying focused on the task at hand and not allowing other things outside affect you. Like, you gotta stay focused. You just really do. Now, as any other video I do, I talk about the importance of the old me and the new me. Up here on the corner top, you will see a picture of me where I was an insurance agent, overweight. All I thought about was money, and I didn't put God first. Obviously, it was evident by the works I was doing, and God humbled me. But he also kept me, which was very good. And it really, it brought the best out of me. And that's what God would do. So, I'm looking at this picture up here. Yep, that's what I used to be, size 48 regular, and jacket size, probably could have wore 50 regular. Pant size probably like a 42, and just let myself go. And I didn't get to that just in the 1 year, 2 year. It took several years to get to that. I didn't see it. I just basically just let myself go, right? And I did definitely hear from family members that you gained weight. People I cared about said it. I was saying, I wasn't the same person anymore. I lost a step. I heard it all. So criticism, I'm not new to it. I deal with it, I process it, and I keep it moving. I use it as fuel, and most of it is necessarily not good, but a lot of it is actually very helpful. I use it as a way to get better, because if they're telling you it, most of them genuinely do care, because they would just keep it to themselves and just hate on you in the background where you don't know. So the fact that they have enough courage to tell you is very admirable. I like it because, like I said, it builds character, and you get to see what, you need feedback anyway. You need to see where you gauge and how you are going throughout your life. And definitely God is definitely going to do that to you. So he's going to let you know, about things you're doing that he doesn't like, and good things that you are doing. So feedback isn't always negative. It could be positive as well. So I want to just say that. And then to your bottom down here, this is an individual who has changed, this guy has molded, and is not following the world, who's his own individual, and that is putting God first, the most important thing, and letting everything else fall into place. A person that has been through a lot, but has overcame a lot of things, and is striving and believing more in God than ever, who is taking what the world gives to me and making it flourish, and allowing God to use me in the way he wants to use me, and not, just trying to do whatever I want to do. Remember, I always say this, we're in a movie, and God is the director, and he has a script, and that we must follow the script in order to be successful, because he's the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, and he knows what's best for us. So it's best that we listen to that script. And if you don't know by now, that script, the Bible. The movie is called Life. And the supporting role and actors is me and you. So I always have to get that out the way. It's very important. It's very important to me in my fitness journey that I keep a healthy and relationship with God, because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even be here. There would be no me. It's like he said, one day you're here, and like a vapor, you're gone. You're gone. So, but I'm very appreciative of the time that God has given me, and I want to maximize the most of it, right? So he has told me things that I would do in my timeline, and I'm striving to do it. That's why I'm making this effort to make these videos, right? So you can hear my journey and my success stories that I've done, and just take it, and you use it for yourself, help you to create that push, that drive that you need to get started with your fitness journey. You believe it or not, I always say this, that, things can change with a blink of an eye. And your health could be bad, or it could be for the worse, or it could be for the better. But you have to make a conscious decision to put God first. And that's the only way it's going to work. It doesn't matter what you believe in or what you perceive it to be. At the end, he said, every knee shall bow. You know what I mean? So I'm just keeping it real. If you disagree with me, that's okay. We can disagree. We can agree to disagree. But I just know for me personally, that's what it is. But moving on here. So talking about letting the outside noise, don't let it affect you. Like, just because you're not making progress in the gym or no one doesn't say anything that you're making progress, you are making progress. Because consistency on a daily basis, you can't see. You look at yourself every single day and don't see a change. There's micro changes that are being made. And then, have you ever just noticed that when you look at yourself and you're like, wait, I do see something. But then you pull back and you're like, nah, maybe I don't. The mind can play tricks on you. That's why you must have a mind on Christ and be focused and centered on God, because he will show you and let you know where you truly are and where you need to be. So stay focused. Stay focused. It's for men and women. Like I said, this channel is for individuals who are wanting to better themselves and put God first and use fitness as a tool to get you the things you need in life. Because we want to be not just surviving, we want to be thriving in this world. In this movie called life, we want to be thriving in it. So I believe you can, and I believe you will. Just make an effort today to do 1% better than you did yesterday. And when you do the total and tally of that, what does that equal up to? 365%. That is a lot. That is a very lot. And that's a huge improvement for you. And that's the mindset I had. Like, if I could just get 1% better each day, push through that last set and keep going. Pushing the failure, progressive overload, increasing the weight by 5 or 10 pounds per week, And it's okay if you say, I can't do it this week. Okay, then try to do another extra set. Push yourself. Because when you're building muscle, which is just going to help your metabolism and allow you to burn body fat and look better and feel better and be the best version of yourself, you're going to need to do that. It doesn't come easy. Those physiques that you see people, men and women, have, and they look good, they put that work in the gym. It doesn't stop when you get the physique you want and you want to just like kind of relax off. No, you still keep going hard because you have to maintain it. So it's like a yard. I always talk about this. The grass grows really slow, but if you're not paying attention to it, over time it grows, and you have to cut it. That's how we are. We are creatures that God created, that he loves us, and we have to be continuously growing and continuously improving. We're not perfect, so just strive to do your best. That's all he could ask for. That's all I could ask for, is that you do your best. And that's the best that you can do. And actually genuinely try. When you go into the gym, you see something doesn't work out, don't change your workouts after a couple of days. See if it works for a couple of weeks, at least 2 weeks. If you don't see any progress by that 3rd week, on that 4th week, you need to try something different, because trial and error is real. And you gotta be paying attention to things that work for your body. Not every single workout is gonna work out for you, because you may not be at that level to do it, right? So you wanna do something that's gonna push you, but also not injure you. Because if you're in your 30s and your 40s, an injury could cost you. It could cost you 2 weeks downtime, and that could be detrimental to your weight loss and your mental state. So stay focused. Don't do this pride and trying to lift heavy weights. Lift weights that you control, but push yourself just a little bit enough to where you're like, okay. And then the next week you will really, really appreciate that, because your body adapts to it. Is that okay? He pushed us to the max almost. So now we're gonna bring some reinforcements, grow some muscle, so that we can pick up that load that he did last week. And that's what progressive overload is, So Until next time, please like, comment, subscribe to the video, and share with a friend or a family member or somebody you know. It's really helpful. It helped me a lot. And to have a positive attitude on life, you know, because God can definitely change a lot of things within an instant for you. So, like I always do in all my videos, it's the signature thing I do. Peace. You know, I'll catch you on the next one, right? You know, just stay together. Keep that good fight going.